Hi, Zach.
Good morning.
Keep calm and charge on. Oh my God, that's a cool T-shirt. I love it. Show me your back. The back. There you go.
And then let's record the crash.
Let's record the crash. That will be awesome.
We're gonna pull around there and stop, and then Mateusz and I will do summon around the rest of the building.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Drive.
All right.
Why did you buy your Tesla?
Because I always wanted to have a Tesla.
Why?
Because it's a great car. It's an amazing car, and it really makes my life much easier. And it's the convenience of owning a Tesla is just amazing. And I feel like 99.9% of the time,
Yeah.
yes.
So you don't even think really about
No,
it.
you don't. And for my work, where I drive, maybe like 30 miles a day, it's perfect. And for longer trips, it's perfect as well. So it's a great family car. There's a lot of room in it, although it's a 5-seater. There's more room in it than in my previous car. And
I think that the convenience is something that, years ago I highlighted. This is the number one reason people are going to switch to electric cars: the torque, the instant acceleration, the fun. And someone responded that they thought actually more important was the convenience. That was going to be it. And I was like, oh, you're right. And I was like, so she sort of gave me my new number one reason, which was the convenience. And it's something, like you said, people don't talk about, they don't think about.
Right.
Generally speaking, one of the first questions people ask you, how long does it take to charge? I'm always like, I don't really know. I don't think about it. I just plug in, like I don't have to like watch my watch.
Exactly.
But at home, it's even more so.
though I would be lying if I said I don't enjoy the acceleration and the micro accelerations and the fun factor of driving is just amazing.
I think it's awesome that more and more people are able to join. The costs have come down to $39,000 or so, and the car is it's magic. The full self-driving suite is magic. The acceleration is magic. The design is wonderful. The cloud seats and the sky view is just.
And palm trees are magic too.
Special. And we got palm trees.
Yep. Exactly. Okay, guys.
So
So
we're gonna do synchronized. So I go
Yep.
first, and then you, and then Matthew.
okay,
So you
Zach,
know how to do
tell me about your new software update.
Well, we can make the car come to us with this smart summon. You have to have the full self-driving software, I think.
Yeah, it's called Smart Summon, right?
Smart summon
Yep.
is the software. It's part of the full self-driving suite, I think. And basically, all you do is there's two options. One is you hold this down, come to me, and you have
Show
to
me.
hold it down, and the car will come to you wherever you are. And you
Like
can,
a dog.
Yeah, and you can basically walk it along the street like a dog.
Yep.
Like some people do it. Use that. You can actually find a video. At least one person I know has put a dog
Leash? Oh, no way.
It was the E for electric. Alex at E for electric put a dog leash on it and was
Oh, that's cool.
made a cool little Twitter video walking his car like a dog. The other option is you can make a place where you want it to drive. Get the map open. Actually, I can do that here. If you want to see it.
And Mati's working on it.
I got it too.
That will be your first time, Mati?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it first time. I got it. I might go to Turkey.
Oh yes, but we're not going to do that one because that one I would rather do the come to me. But this one you just you go to Target, you hold it, smart summon, right there, and you get what Mateusz had, which was there you go. So
Okay.
now you have a map, and you can say, hey, go park over here or whatever.
And is it true you need to hold the button all the time?
Yeah, you have to hold the button all the time. So that basically if there's any issues,
You can stop right away.
it'll
Like,
stop right away.
Yeah.
And there haven't been any issues that I know of. the biggest problem with the system right now, in my opinion, is that it's way too cautious. Like, it's too cautious to really use, because whenever it sees anyone or another car around in the area, it stops and it starts going slowly.
Right.
And it doesn't really work in a parking lot where there's people wanting to get somewhere. So you can't really use it in parking lots with a lot of people, in my experience, because it's too cautious. But that's something like Marika, my wife, wrote an article about. We were playing with it, following the kids, and Elon responded that there were a lot of...
Come here, the car is coming.
So
Sorry.
so many uses, and in a few weeks it would be a lot smoother. They would
Right.
update it again, and it would get much smoother and quicker. I think so. I think it's basically ready, but it's being careful.
Right.
And really the next step is to make it like smooth and seamless. And we've seen this happen with autopilot, with lane change. So we've
Yep.
seen Tesla do this. It's just a matter of getting the data and improving and fixing the edge cases. But basically this is one step, and then they're going to combine it with the parking, smart park. So it's going to be smart parking, where basically the car will be able to, because right now if you say come park over here, it won't really park over here. It'll like drive over to the corner like...
Hey, there is a big mosquito. I'm sorry. There's a big mosquito over
Oh,
there.
yeah. But with a few updates, it's going to be able to park itself, and you have that. Plus, it's going to be able to stop it. It's going to be able to stop at red lights and stop signs. Should we move away from the mosquito? Okay.
That will be actually a cool shot.
And it will be able to like stop at stop signs or red lights probably in a week or two. I think they're going to start rolling it out November 1st. And then basically they're going to implement what is Navigate on Autopilot in the city.
Mm-hmm.
So driving here, I got on the interstate and I used Navigate on Autopilot, and the car drove from on-ramp to off-ramp. It did all the lane changes. It did everything. I just
That's cool.
watched with sweaty hands.
Yes.
It's like, I've only done it twice, so I get very nervous. But it's
I do it all the time.
where it does all the lane changing by itself, and it's just like, whoa, it's magic. It's really amazing. It's better than me, I would say, at driving on the interstate. Like, it's not as, it's very smooth. It sees nine cameras or some large number of cameras, sees in all directions, so they know when there's car coming. It doesn't have to go like this, and you just sit and watch, and like, I don't know, are you nervous, Mateusz, when you use it?
I used to be nervous the first time the car started changing lanes with me. I was like, what's going on? Like, what did just happen? I didn't realize I had it turned on. And now it's just like inconvenience for me. I just can't wait till I can just put it on and can just chill out in the
Take
car.
the interstate for no reason sometimes, right?
It's
you
like,
just go up and down the interstate.
I compare it to riding to taking like an airplane ride, almost like a first class ride.
Right.
Because you sit there, and it's just it takes the stress out of driving.
That's
which
true.
Is very important.
Well, the funny thing, like at this stage of 1 or 2 times using it, like I get nervous, like, is it seeing everything? Then I'm like, wait a second, yeah, it's seeing everything. Like, I'm the one who has problems seeing, not the car. The car sees everything. So it's you start to get more and more relaxed. I imagine maybe it would be like, I don't know, 10 more times using it, I'll be in Mateusz's place where I feel like I'm in it. But anyway, that will be implemented in the city before too long, where basically the car will be able to drive from parking space to parking space, changing lanes, navigating. You have to put in the system the navigation where you want to go, and basically the car is going to be driving you, and you're going to be watching. And that's what Elon said is step 2 of the process. So first is having all the features, or step 1. But first is having all the features to do that. Mm-hmm. And then they got to learn, so that because basically we're gonna have to stop and change and interrupt the system sometimes to make it work better. So as Tesla learns, eventually it will get to step 2, where it will be so good at it that there's really not a need for a driver. Like at this point, there's a need for the driver to interfere, to interrupt, to take over. But eventually, it'll get to the point where there's not a need for the driver, even with these features. With these features. And then step 3, as he highlighted this week, is when regulators feel like there's not a need for a driver, and that's the transition.
Okay,
so we're about
let's
to be
do
at
it.
Step 1.
Yeah,
step
let's
1
do
since,
it.
And this is like pre-step 1. This is like getting ready for step 1. Suppose.
As you see, there is no driver in the first Tesla. There is a driver in the middle one. And no driver. see.
Yes.
It is. Yep. Got it.
Okay, so Dagmara, what was your reaction to first time seeing Smart Summon, seeing the cars, and not only drive themselves, but drive themselves in front of you and behind you?
Oh yeah, I was scared, kind of scared, because it was my first time. Be one driver and one Tesla without driver. It was like behind me and in the front of me.
My Tesla was
no
the one
driver,
in front.
and I was only one driver, so I was so like scared. But everything actually went really
You thought one
smooth.
of us was going to hit you, right?
Oh my
or
God.
did
I
you
was
think
like,
you were going to hit one
wait a
of us?
second, yes, but everything went really smooth.
And how did it seem like? Could you tell it was robots driving the cars, or did it seem like, you're just driving through a parking lot behind?
Actually, it was, like I said, it was really smooth, but Tesla was confused at the stop sign, which I didn't know.
Yeah.
The can't go through the stop sign, right?
Yeah, the Smart
So
Summon won't
I was
work
really
on the
surprised.
public roads, and when it runs into a stop sign, when it gets to a stop, it doesn't run into it.
Yeah.
It doesn't hit the stop. When it gets to a stop sign, it stops because it won't.
And that will be
Won't do
huge
that.
traffic.
Yeah. Okay, Dagmara is getting into the car. She's gonna sit in the passenger seat.
No driver.
No driver.
No
Here you
driver,
go. Here's
guys.
the cam.
Yep.
Nobody there.
Yep.
You can see.
And let's see. Okay. Something happening. And I'm here. Go Tesla. Look at this, guys. To jest po prostu super. No driver.
Did it and then stopped and then you did it and then I started again.
I think because it saw your car too,
Yeah.
and it was like waiting to see what's
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah, and
Probably.
so you sort of have like different rules of like be really, I think they're extra cautious when they're crossing a lane or when they have something like these white lines here. I did a 3-way race with an X and a 3 and a 3, and mine was in the lane, going down the lane, and it just moved into the lane because it could see there's white stripes here, and it didn't want to go across the white stripes, so it ended up moving into the lane.
But that was cool anyway.
Yeah.
Yep.